Well, we're going to do some circle cutting today. I thought I'd go over a few things that I've fabricated over the years for cutting circles. These are back before plasma cutter times, really. But here's what I've come up with over the years, and most of these two that I'm going to show you, they're for oxyacetylene torches. Pretty simple. Just a set collar and a piece of rod turned to a point, set screw, that holds my oxyacetylene torch. This one here, same thing for my oxyacetylene torch. This one I happen to fabricate to fit inside of a drilled hole in the center of the circle that I was cutting, but you can also fabricate a point to fit in here. This happens to be a bearing out of a old roller with a hex shaft. And also you can fabricate a magnetic mount, a round magnet. Sometimes that comes in handy to put just a magnet mount. Then you don't got to center punch your hole or anything. Just lay the magnet down and go. But just a piece of pipe. And again, it's not a set collar, it's a piece of bar bored out, but those two fit my oxyacetylene torch. This one here is a commercially made one for a plasma torch of some kind. It didn't fit my Miller. This is a XT40 torch handle, but so I had to modify this bushing in here. I cut a taper inside of it to fit the taper of my tip, and I also made this pointer rather than they have a 90-degree bent pointer, but it didn't work out for the size circle that I wanted to build with this or make now, so that's why I fabricated a new point. But Miller does sell one for this setup. It's about 200 bucks. I think I picked this thing up at a swap meet for 30 bucks. So it does have all the rollers. There's rollers that go on there for cutting circles and straight lines. Here's the roller and the spacers that go on there for cutting straight lines or helping you guide the torch on a circle. But my piece of iron doesn't happen to be wide enough. The roller falls off the edge of the iron here, so I just took it off. And here's the 90-degree center point that was too big. I couldn't cut my small enough circle with that, so I just made the straight one, put it on here. I'll set you up and we'll see how it works out here. Again, my plasma is a Miller Spectrum 625. This is about 10 gauge material we're cutting. It's pretty rusty, but I found if you gotta sand a good bare spot in it for getting a good ground. Good ground is imperative on this plasma cutter. So, all right, here we go. Maybe. What did I forget to turn on here? Oh, I turned it off. I had it already turned on. Sorry about that, guys. This filming and me don't get along sometimes. Got my center punch hole in there. All right. There we go. Don't cut too bad. Little nick where I dropped out of there. Have to watch that on the next one. That won't bother anything, but for this job, this is part of my swing set project, and I'm just building caps to cover up the end of these columns on my swing set. So that got to cut a couple more. Anyway, I just thought I'd take you along for that first step of that process, that give you some insight of things I've made throughout the years, and show you what I do. On to the next one.